welcome to another episode of One Take, and the question I'm asking this week is that should the Congress party go Akla Cholore and walk out of the India bloc? Yes, a question which many will answer by saying, why does the Congress have to wait to walk out? Most probably the other allies are going to kick it out. Well, the voices which are certainly coming in from some of its allies like the Trinamool Congress, the Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray faction, the Samajwadi Party, and of course AAP also criticizing the Congress for the loss of AAP in the national capital election. According to them, if the Congress hadn't fought so aggressively on the ground, had not made the same charges against Arvind Kejriwal, which the BJP was making against him, then the story would have been different. They are accusing the Congress party of dividing the anti-BJP votes which helped the BJP, or in other words, the Congress is the B team. So what's ahead? Well, we discussed last week about the future of India bloc. Let's talk about the future of the Congress party instead. We've also reported on the fact that along the lines of Delhi campaign, the Congress now wants to go into that territory where they are having a trouble with yet another ally of the India bloc, which is the TMC. We saw that the TMC taught a lesson by the Lok Sabha seat of Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary having been snatched. That is because Adhir was the most vocal when it came to attacking Mamata Banerjee. Somewhere down the line, the Congress felt, let's not embolden the BJP and help it here. So Mr. Kharge at a press conference, made comments against Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary and snubbed him. But now all of that is expected to change as Rahul Gandhi is planning a big yatra after the parliament session is over to Bengal, and over there it's the Bengal yatra for the recovery of the Congress in a state where again it has been wiped out despite having had many years back a chief minister of their own. So just to go back to a question I raised, is that should the Congress party walk out of India bloc? Well, it musters a lot of courage, but in politics, if you haven't taken a risk, then what's the point? The Gandhis have usually been averse to the idea of taking risk in politics. That's why they've always chosen safe constituencies, not snowing into those issues which could be controversial, which could end up hurting them. But nothing can be worse than what the Congress party is facing now. 15 years of rule in national capital of Delhi, and today consistently 0 seats in the assembly. Isn't that a bit too much? And therefore, isn't it high time the Congress now raises its head and say that why should the coalition dharma be followed only by us? The Congress in fact is asking that who's told the Aam Aadmi Party to contest in Gujarat, ask for seats in Haryana, in Goa. That's what the TMC also tried to do. Didn't that hurt us? So well, now this is our time to hit out at these allies. And therefore, I personally think, and it's my political view, that it's high time the Congress party takes that risk and walks out of the India bloc. Because it's just going to get bad for them from now on. They're going to be name called, they're going to be called the B team of the BJP, they will be accused of destroying the fight against Modi. There's going to be another face which could be propped up of the India bloc, which means the Congress is going to be pretty much eased out of the bloc. So what's the point of staying somewhere where you're not going to be respected? So before they are kicked out, it's best that the Congress party walks out. So what are the disadvantages? Well, in some states, it could help the BJP, like we saw in the national capital. Maybe the 2026 Bengal elections, because then if the Congress decides to go it alone, then the anti-BJP votes will get divided between left, which is resurging, Congress, a little bit pockets where they are still present, and of course the Trinamool Congress, and then you never know AI, MIM and all of them come in. So that could see a repeat of Delhi, and that is something which will be unforgivable and unpardonable as far as Mamata Banerjee is concerned. That is one pitfall if you're going to walk out of the India bloc alliance, because there are many areas where actually it could end up hurting the regional satrap or the party. But let's look at the other way around. It's not that Rahul Gandhi did not want to follow the Akla Cholore path. When he first entered into politics, he pretty much did that. But then he was snubbed by his own party colleagues and by his mother Sonia Gandhi, who felt that coalition was the way to go forward. But clearly going forward with coalition on the India bloc is not helping the Congress party. So might as well walk out. And the advantage is, it may be slow, it may be hurtful, but at least you make it into a straight fight with the BJP. Like in Delhi, the next 5 years, if the Congress party works hard, it could be BJP versus the Congress party over here in the national capital. It can help it in Punjab as well. It may take them quite some time. They will be called jokers and clowns by the Trinamool Congress. But who knows, in Bengal, slowly but steadily, the Congress inches back to relevance. One thing politics teaches is that patience. 27 years it's taken for the BJP to come back to a national capital. Smriti Irani lost twice over before she became the Member of Parliament from Amethi and defeated Rahul Gandhi. There are several examples like this. More than 20 years wait for Mamata Banerjee to oust the left from West Bengal. So why not take that risk? But the only rider over here is that the Congress cannot afford to go lazy. That this is the problem with the Congress party. They are more celebrating the defeat of the AAP and not thinking much about the road ahead. By now, they could have held a meeting to decide what is it that they next need to do. 5 years is not a very long time. And therefore, that's what the Congress needs to do. Walk out of the India bloc, target those states where they were once in relevance, but today because of the regional satraps and because of the India bloc alliance, they are being reduced to nothing. Third, begin your homework and work early. Learn this much from the BJP. Politics is not played on the social media anymore. Politics is going out in the hustle and bustle and the heat and dust of ground. That is what the Congress means. And there are a large number of young leaders in the Congress, like Sandeep Dixit, for example, Devendra Yadav, Abhishek Datta in Delhi, who actually ran a very aggressive campaign. Bring them in, involve them, and walk out of the India bloc. Thank you so much for watching, but do give in your response on this on the social media timeline as well. Thank you once again.